Visual on the stadium. Time to target 30 seconds.
Copy. All shadows, this net. Listen up. In the last 24, Allegiance intercepted comms traffic coming from the stadium. Source of that chatter may be Victor Zakayev himself. We roll this bastard up, there'll be bonuses all around. Stand by.
Boom, what's going on, you guys? I'd say if there was, a guy out there that's training that I've always kind of looked at and been like, man, I want to be like this dude. It is Tony Sentmanat, man.
I've spent the last 20 plus years of my life pushing myself physically and mentally past every single limitation that I know. I wanted to show you guys a glimpse of the last 10 years of my training and some of the courses that I've taught across the country.
So Tony is one of our elite instructors for this upcoming Protect Your Symposium 4.0. What are you going to be teaching for the symposium, man? What does everyone get to look forward to?
So it's pretty much going to be student performance-based exposure. It's pretty much what it's going to be. So it's going to be 4 hours, and you're going to be getting a little bit of everything. You're going to be getting fighting, you're going to be shooting, and you're going to be doing fitness. So you're going to be doing all three things. Now, the main reason is, what I want to do to the student is I want to expose them and show them their flaws and show them what they're capable and what they're not capable of doing. Where they are on the echelon of where does your performance decrease at what heart rate. So if you're at 130 beats per minute, does your performance start decreasing at there? Or does it take you 50, 160? You know what I'm saying? And then it's going to teach you at the same time, I need to work on ground fighting, or I need to work on grappling, or I need to work on striking, or I need shooting, or I need work on my physical fitness is garbage. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna make it, So, yeah. So I'm exposing all the students to all these different scenarios and teaching them at the same time on how their body reacts to their heart rate, to fatigue, to adrenaline, to all these different things, So that way, when they leave those 4 hours, they can say to themselves, man, I need to work on this, I need to work on that. Holy shit. That exposed a lot of weaknesses that I have. I got to get to work, A lot of guys, it's like I tell you, they'll teach only one specific thing. But in reality, every conflict that you have at some point or another, let's take away the gun, right? The gun aspect, lethal aspect of it. Every aspect has some of those things that I teach, right?
There's a spectrum of things that are happening.
Correct.
Escalating, you have a chance to go physical.
You're at 80 beats per minute, all the way to 150. And between that 80 to 150, it's gonna be where the fuck are you in all of those, you know what I'm saying, in all that area, and how proficient are you in each three of these genres. And those three genres are what make you I would say a full proficient person that is able to protect yourself and to protect your family.
Lurch to Rose. You ready to start this fire?
Always. You know that.
That's what I like to hear.
Any advice to the ladies that are thinking about coming out that are a little intimidated by the curriculum?
They shouldn't be. I mean, by my, absolutely not. I have taught in full day classes, you know what I mean, with the whole thing, that have the firearm ever. Like, the first time that they ever grabbed the firearm was within my class. And they do better than the guys. The girls do better than the guys because the girls are sponges, bro.
Yeah.
The girls, no ego.
Ideas.
No, so what you tell them to do, they will do it to the T. And believe it or not, bro, let me tell you, women, or at least a chick that decides to say, hey, I'm going to come to this class, women have, bro, they're better. 90% of the time, they're better than the guys. They won't quit. They'll fight to the death. Because they feel like they have to prove something. Yeah, and the women, I've had several classes where the women outshine the guys. Several classes.
Outstanding.
I recommend always take, courses for guns and especially knives. I'm a huge proponent of women and knives, just mainly because it's very concealable compared to like a gun, and women tend to be smaller and faster than a bigger and stronger guy. And with the knife, if you're faster and smaller, you're gonna have a lot of fun making a lot of cuts on a bigger dude. You know what I mean?
And it's an in-close weapon.
100%. It's a close quarters weapon, and it's a gift that keeps on giving. Remember, a guy feels comfortable with a female because he's stronger. So he's always going to be closer to you, grab you, hug you, throw you on the ground, compared to a guy always going to keep his distance because he doesn't want to get knocked out. Right. You know, a girl wants with a knife. A girl wants the guy to get closer to him to be like that. Because once that knife starts cutting, it's going to be too late. All the other instructors are probably coming with one guy or them.
Yeah.
I'm bringing probably 3 or 4 dudes with me. So
standing. And we're going to have, I mean, the class sizes are going to be maybe a little over 10. We're going to keep them real small. So everyone's going to get a lot of high touch attention.
Work. Yeah. I want my students to get work. I don't want them to be sitting around or standing around, you know, while, you know, only one person does. A lot of scenarios that I do or drills, I like to have three guys working at the same time, 2 guys, 4 guys, you know, get in the habit of you're just going in like this the whole time. Yeah.
If there's some guys that are lagging, you're gonna have the coaching staff there that can actually help them out. That's
the problem. Yeah. There's 2 things you can do. One, you have to stop the class and go as fast as they can go, or 2, you have to pull them aside, have them work something completely separate, and have the rest of the class doing that, which I don't like to do that because then you kind of almost alienate those guys, you know, and like, man, but they got a different class than I did, you know. Now, granted, they're not class standards, you know, but, you know, you never want to make somebody feel like that because then you're like, yeah, you want to keep everybody in the group tight together, and that's it. And even if you got to slow it down, you slow it down.
Shadows, unasked and move to set. You see hostile intent, you are clear to engage.